Welcome to Embrace Your Spiritual Powers with IAM. I'm your host, Shawngela Pierce. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the healing power of nature. It is a simple, natural way to heal your mind, body, and spirit. Before we begin, let's talk about this week's special. Go ahead and download our free laughter meditation by going to seekwithinyou.com/laugh. This is yet again another way to naturally heal yourself by raising your vibration, by allowing the energy to flow. We've talked about this in other episodes, but I wanted to present this today as just another reminder to laugh and be less serious. And if you're feeling that, yes, this message is for you. seekwithinyou.com/laugh. Intentions. Let's take a moment and set our intentions for today's podcast. What is it that you would like to learn about nature? What questions do you seek answers for? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Slowly inhaling and exhaling. Now ask your question and let it go. See it floating away like a cloud in the sky. Just knowing that the answer will come to you. Just let it go and allow. Place a slight smile on your face and feel the peace in your heart. The healing power of nature. Nature is healing. That is the simple way of putting it. Nature is solid. Nature is grounded. Nature just is. Nature is firmly rooted in source. Nature is source. Nature is your way to come back home to source. Nature has no judgment. Nature, again, just is. When you're in nature, you feel more grounded and more at home with your true essence of who you are. When you're in nature, to be in nature, to be present in nature, to surrender when you're in nature, again, you feel more at home. You are, in essence, more close to source. Nature helps you, when we say to ground, it helps you to relieve yourself of the chaos in your mind, or at the very least to become more aware of it. The more time you can spend in nature, the more grounded you become, the more detached from the normal collective. If you pay attention to the energy shifts from when you go out in nature and when you're in your modern society. There is a big difference. There is a difference in energy shift. There is far more collective energy in modernized, centralized, we shall say, locations, whether you call those city, towns, municipalities, whatever you call them. There's more of that collective beingness, whatever that collective thoughts, the general collective thoughts are of that society. And most of them are at odds with who they truly are at odds with this true creative universe. And as such, it makes it much more challenging for you to embrace your power, for you to become who you are meant to become. It doesn't make it impossible. It just makes it more challenging. It makes it more challenging to go beyond conventional thinking when it relates to your health. And this is, of course, assuming that you are in a collective group, which most of you are, that do not understand how you create your health and well-being. If you are with a collective that embraces the human power, the spiritual power, then of course it is much easier for you to heal, for you to embrace who you are. But again, back to nature. Nature helps you to break free from that collectiveness. The further you can get away from the collective that has, for lack of a better word, collected in that particular society, that were drawn to that society, that vibrated at the same level. Now that you are awakening to your spiritual power, you can break free from this collective and get closer to nature. Spend more time close to a tree. Have you ever hugged a tree? We encourage it. We encourage you to just put your hands, put your arms around this big, glorious tree and feel the energy. As we have discussed, it's about the energy flowing, allowing the energy to flow through you. And doing this will help this energy to flow. Now, it may sound too simple for you in your healing process, but we promise you, doing this, hugging a tree, loving a tree, connecting with nature, getting your shoes off, putting your feet on the ground will help to move that energy, will help to quiet your mind, will bring you closer to Source. There is no need to make healing more complicated. It is really a simple process of allowing energy to flow. And how you allow that energy to flow can be very simple. Does not have to be complicated. Spend more time in nature. Take your shoes off. Get it on the ground. Embrace, hold on to something in nature. Okay? Even when you feel like you cannot get out in nature, visualize yourself in nature. Your mind doesn't know the difference. Visualize it and you shall become this. Nature speaks if you listen. Nature, again, is that of Source. If you can open to this healing power, you will be amazed at how quickly your health shifts. It is just that simple. Following this and all the other things that we have advised, they're all related. They're all related. It's all again about the energy flowing. Embrace it. Love it. There's no need to fear nature. There is no need to fear it. Make it a point, at least once a month. Go outside in nature. And when we say once a month, we mean beyond your backyard. We mean for you to get in a spot where you can actually physically feel the difference in vibration by being in nature, whatever that is for you. If it is 30 miles away from your house, then go. Go to this cabin, this secluded cabin, and be in nature. Whatever that is for you, pay attention to how you feel and feel your way to an area in nature where you start to feel that energy flowing. Do this regularly, and we promise you, you shall heal. You shall be more connected to us. You shall be that which you desire. You will get inspirations. You will get insights. You will get all that by just taking the time to be more in nature. It is just that simple. You can relieve that skin ailment. You can relieve those lung problems. You can relieve those chronic conditions. You can do that and more by spending more time in nature. If you need more validation for this, there is more. There are those who will give you specific guidelines about why nature is healing. For us, we want you to listen and feel this information and embrace it and trust in it. If you feel guided, if you feel like you must learn more, then learn more, because there are those who talk about this, as we have discussed, who talk about the electromagnetic waves that are affecting you, that talk about grounding. Again, we're asking you to feel this and know it in your soul that this is for you. The time for you to spend more time in nature is now more than ever. There is a major shift in consciousness. And in order for you to be able to maintain your vibration, you need more time in nature. Trust in this process. Trust what we are guiding you to do. In peace, love, and light, I am. Thank you, I am, for that lovely message. The simple healing power of nature. It almost sounds too simple, right? I can really heal by just spending time in nature. Yes, you can. Yes, you can heal. It is really something that's challenging to explain, something better experienced, something that I had to experience myself. Really, getting out of the city and spending more time in nature. And it was a journey. It wasn't something that I instantly did in the beginning. And this is before my spiritual journey. As I look back, I can tell that I just started to naturally gravitate towards cities, smaller and smaller cities. Like I wanted to get smaller. I grew up in Detroit, which was fairly large, and I just started to gravitate towards just less people because I felt better. I felt better when there were less people. I didn't really understand why. It was just a natural transition for me. It wasn't really until my spiritual journey that I started connecting to my source that I really started to understand just why I was naturally gravitating towards that, why there was a need for me to get away from these collective beliefs, the collective energy, the collective fear, all of these things that prevented me from becoming who I'm, meant to become. Now I am really living in nature full time now. I have a little tiny home, and I'm out here with my 4 little lovely kitty cats, and we're out in nature, and it feels absolutely amazing. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and it has manifested itself fairly recently, and I am enjoying the journey. I knew this was really the next stage of my evolution, of my spiritual growth. Yes, I did talk about, I kept moving to smaller and smaller towns and moving further away from the cities, and this is just the next evolution of it, to really be immersed in it because it felt right. And that's what I am was telling me. They actually said the words come home, come home, come home. That's what they kept saying. And at first I didn't understand what that meant until everything started unfolding, and then it made sense. Oh, this is home. I've always felt a connection to trees and to nature. I've always felt more grounded in nature, right? But again, not necessarily making it so much my routine until the last couple years, really, where I'm outside spending more time in nature, where I'm visualizing basically spending more of my time outside, like building like an outside little, area as opposed to being inside because there was just a natural draw to it. It's a natural draw for me to put my feet on the ground, a natural draw for me to sit on the ground. I really like to sit on the ground when I'm working. I feel more grounded. I feel more connected to source. I feel less connected to the collective. And I know it has had a positive effect on my body. I don't necessarily get into the details of why and all this, but I know the energy flows more abundantly through me when I am more connected. I can relax my muscles more. I can, just feel more present and be more mindful because nature is mindful. Nature is grounded. Nature is, it just is. Energy is moving through nature all the time. It doesn't look that way because you see this solid form, but everything's energy. And energy is flowing through nature. They're going through their transformations constantly. And you can tap into that. You can come home to that because you are that too. We are all one. We're all the same. It's just this is illusion of separateness, but we are all the same. And when you come home to that, you allow yourself to heal. Okay. And I do like the idea of, what I am said to spend at least, one time out of a month, and that's very minimum, to find a place in nature where you really you sense that, you feel that shift in your energy. Okay? Now you may feel like a slight shift when you go outside in your backyard and you play in your garden and all that, but what I believe they're referring to and what they're confirming right now is that we want you to feel that major shift, that shift when you go camping outside, when you're way away from the the collective, the all of the quote unquote trappings of modern society, when you're away from the electrical poles and all of this, when you can really just be surrounded by nature with minimum human contact, that you will definitely sense a shift in your energy. And if you need more comfort, then, there are definitely tons of retreat centers out there that could accommodate those needs. Airbnb has tons of accommodations that are far away in nature. if that's more to your liking. If camping is something a little bit out of your comfort zone for now, that's fine. There's always ways to be surrounded more in nature and being comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to be allowing the energy to flow. You're not going to embrace and step in and ground yourself in that moment. And that's really what's going to help you to heal. Because when you come home to nature, again, you just allow that energy to flow. And you're like, yeah, you're saying the same thing over and over again. Yes, we are, right? Repetition reinforces retention. We want to ingrain this into you that nature is healing. It's just that simple, right? And love yourself more, right? Forgive yourself. Spend time in nature. Laugh, surrender. All these things are just so simple things to do, but they have to be incorporated into your spiritual routine in order for you to do it. Now, as a practical tip, what you could do, again, we're always about these reminders, right? Set a reminder, okay, to go spend some time in nature and make it inviting, right? Make it really inviting for yourself. This is your time for you. Your time for you to come back home to nature. Okay, you can phrase it in that way, right? So it's very inviting for you to want to do that. Okay, put it on your vision board as well. See yourself in nature, because then you set the shift in your subconscious mind that this is an important part of your spiritual and your healing journey, is to be in nature. Put trees on there. Put your, see your feet on the ground. Put that out there. Put a picture of yourself meditating outside. All of that, okay, will help to bring you the motivation to get into nature, to not make excuses that you're too busy doing this, you're too busy doing that, that you have no time to do nature. You have time to do anything that you desire if you make it a priority, if you focus on it. If you say that my well-being, your physical and your emotional, as well as your spiritual, are more important than everything else, then you will make time to shift to go into nature, okay? And putting it on your vision board is just a wonderful, subtle way to get you to shift to do that. Just that simple, okay? So before we begin, we've already begun, right? Before we end this episode, I wanted to just share again this guided meditation for self-healing. Now, before you do this guided meditation for self-healing, I want you to go outside, take your shoes off, and put your feet on the ground. Okay? I want you to do that. If you like, you can, spread a blanket on the ground or just sit on the ground and get into a meditation sitting position. That is another option. So either with a chair or some type of bench and your feet on the ground, bare feet on the ground, or you're sitting on the ground. Those are the two options that I would like you to use for this guided meditation for self-healing. And you'll feel the power of the energy flowing and how this energy flowing is helping you to heal. Okay? So go ahead and pause, go outside and get comfortable, and then put back on your podcast and listen to this guided meditation. Sit in a comfortable position. Place a relaxed smile on your face. Close your eyes Relax. Breathe from your lower abdomen. As you inhale, your lower abdomen expands. As you exhale, your lower abdomen relaxes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's do a quick body scan. Starting from your feet all the way to the top of your head. Pay particular attention to your lower back, your shoulders, and your jaw. If any of these areas need relaxing, take a moment and breathe into them. Inhale and exhale. Allow that area to relax. Inhale, exhale, allowing relaxation. Relax your shoulders. Bend your elbows to an approximate 90-degree angle. Place your hands together and rub them vigorously, keeping your shoulders and everything relaxed. We are building energy in your hands. Now spread your hands apart approximately 1 inch so that the palms are facing each other but not touching. Place your awareness on your hands. Bring your focus to your fingertips and the palms of your hands. Just notice if there are any sensations between the palms of your hands. Now inhale and spread your hands apart until you no longer feel that sensation. Exhale and bring your hands back to each other, but not touching. Inhale and spread them apart. Remember to keep your wrists, elbows, and shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Bring them back together. Do this for several more breaths. As you continue to do this, you may start to feel a sensation growing between your hands. Visualize this energy growing between your hands as a ball of light. Now this ball of light can be any color or no color. It can also change colors. Allow the image of the ball to come to you. Inhale and expand this ball of light. Exhale and contract the ball of light. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand the ball of light. Exhale, contract. Now imagine this same ball of light is now surrounding your entire body. As you inhale, this ball of light surrounding you expands. As you exhale, this ball of light contracts around you. Inhale and expand the ball of light around you. Exhale and contract it. Continue this visualization for a moment. Place your focus on your hands again as we create another ball of light. Inhale and expand the ball of light. Exhale and contract. Now this ball of light may be a different color than the first one or no color at all. That is okay. Allow the image of the ball of light to come to you. Again, inhaling and expanding the ball of light. Exhaling and contracting. Do that for a few more breaths. Remembering at any time you find your mind has wandered, come back to the visualization. You are now in the present moment. Now imagine this ball of light now surrounds your entire body. Inhale and expand the ball of light around your entire body. Exhale and contract it. Inhale. Exhale. Do this for several more breaths. Now return your awareness to your hands again. We are creating another ball of light. Inhale and expand the ball of light in your hands. Exhale and contract. This ball of light can be any color or no color. Allow the image of the ball of light to come to you. Inhale, expand the ball of light. Exhale and contract it. Now imagine this ball of light now surrounds your entire body. Inhale, expand the ball of light around your entire body. Exhale and contract it. Inhale, expand expand the ball of light around your entire body. Exhale and contract it. Do this for several more breaths. As you continue to expand and contract the ball of light around your entire body, set your intention for what you desire to experience today. Now release the image of the ball of light, trusting that this ball of light surrounds you throughout the day. Now give thanks to 5 things for which you are grateful for today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that guided meditation for self-healing. It is one of my favorite guided meditations. And I hope you noticed the difference. If you've done this guided meditation before, I hope you noticed the difference of how much stronger the energy feels when you're outside in nature. For anyone who desires, you can download that guided meditation for self-healing by going to my store at secretwithinu.com/store. Okay? Of course, you have to purchase it. I say download, but you download after you purchase. Alrighty? Thank you so much again for listening to me this week. This week's special was the free laughter meditation. You can get that again at secretwithinu.com/laugh. Okay? Yet another way to move that energy. Thank you again for listening to another episode of Embrace Your Spiritual Powers with I Am. I look forward to you listening again next week and getting some more simple, natural healing techniques for you to embrace your spiritual power. You can heal, manifest health. Yes, you can. In peace and love. Namaste.